Hello everyone. Here we are discuss about the next topic, that is the concept of rhizosphere, factors affecting on rhizosphere, rhizosphere and phylosphere. So topic. First one we discuss about the definition of rhizosphere. So the rhizosphere, that term was coined by the scientist, that is German scientist known as Hiltner in 1904. So the name of scientist is very important, that is the Hiltner in 1904. Regarding definition, as we know that rhizosphere, that is rhizo means roots and sphere means around the roots. The soil which is present around the roots or the microorganism which is present around the roots is called as an rhizosphere. The definition is also given: the root surface and its adhering soil are termed as rhizoplane. The root surface, that is the root surface, on the root surface the microorganism is associated or the soil is also attached, so that root surface is called as an rhizoplane, and the soil or microorganism around the region of roots is called as an rhizosphere. Next one is here it is indicated the different microorganism which is present around the root zone, and the soil particle is also present around the root zone. Here we already discussed the definition of rhizosphere. The region of the soil in contact with the roots of the plant is also called as the rhizosphere. So in different way we can write the definition of rhizosphere. Next one, microbes of rhizosphere, that means the different microorganism which is associated with the around the root zone of different plants, and during its growth that microorganism secrete the different enzymes, antibiotics, then different acids, toxins, etc. So that directly and indirectly affect on the root of the different plants. Next we discuss about the factors affecting microbial flora of the rhizosphere and rhizospheric effect. Microbial flora of the rhizosphere, that means how that factors which affect the in rhizosphere or on the or what is the rhizospheric effect, which factor is responsible to increase or decrease the population of microorganism, we have to discuss one by one. In short, that is factors affecting the microbial flora of rhizosphere, that means the microbial intensity increase or decrease around the root zone of different crops we have to discuss. So first factor is soil type and its moisture. As we know that in general the microbial activity and its population is high in the rhizospheric region of the plants, those plants which are grown in sandy soil, and it lists in the high humus soil. That means in sandy soil the rhizospheric effect is more, that is microbial activity in sandy soil is more as compared to humic soil. Next, those soil which having the low soil moisture, that is optimum soil moisture, so that soil contains the higher microbial activity around the root zone of different crops. Next factor is the soil amendments and fertilizers. The different soil amendments and fertilizers means what? The different crop residues, animal manures and chemical fertilizers, when applied to the soil, it causes no appreciable effect on the qualitative and quantitative differences in the microflora of rhizosphere. Okay, so rather than this crop residue, animal manure, chemical fertilizer, the vegetation is very important. If the proper vegetation is maintained on soil for a long period of time, so the microbial activity or the rhizospheric microflora or rhizospheric effect is more pronounced. Those soil which is prolonged covered with the characters, or prolonged covered with the vegetations, so that the fertility of such a soil is also increases. And if the fertility of the soil is also increases, again the microbial activity of around the root zone of different crops is also increases. Next, the soil pH, third factors, that is soil pH or rhizospheric pH. So what happens if the activity and the population of the rhizospheric microflora is more? That means the more activity or more microorganism, if the more microorganism is present around the root zone having more microbial activity, okay, so then the pH of such a rhizospheric region is lower than that of the surrounding soil or non-rhizospheric. That means what? If the intensity of microbial activity around the rhizospheric region is increases, then the pH of the rhizospheric soil is decreases than the non-rhizospheric soil. Then the rhizospheric effect for the bacteria and protozoa is more in slightly alkaline soil. That means in alkaline soil, the rhizospheric effect is more pronounced for the bacteria and protozoa, and for the fungi it is more pronounced in acidic soil. That is, the intensity of fungi is more in acidic soil, and the intensity of bacteria and protozoa is more in the alkaline soil. Next one, that means in soil pH what happens? In short, what we conclude, if the microbial activity around the rhizospheric or around the root zone is increases, then the pH of rhizospheric soil is decreases. That is inversely, it is inversely proportional. Next one is proximity of the roots with soil. That means the contact of roots and the soil. If we take the soil sample closer to the root system, have increasing the greater population of bacteria and actinomycetes, and it decreases with the distance and depth from the root system. That means what? Here, if the soil sample which is taken near to the root zone, then obviously what happens? Due to the secretion of different alkaloids, enzymes, acids by the roots, so for the in search of food, different microorganism is attracted towards the roots, so that microbial activity is increases near to the root zone. So if we take the soil sample from the root zone, so obviously the population of microorganism is increases rather than the non-rhizospheric soil, and it lesser, or the population of microorganism is decreases with increasing the distance of the soil with roots. As the soil and roots that are increase in their distance in between them, so the population of microorganism is also less. Next one is plant species. So as we know that the different plant species having that exhibit the directly or indirectly different rhizospheric effect. Okay, so in that, in general, the legume crops produce the more rhizospheric effect than the grasses and cereals. That means, as we know that legume crops, the roots of legume crops, it secretes more amount of acids than enzymes, different kinds of the beneficial substances, and due to that more microorganism is attracted towards for the food towards the roots of leguminous crop in search of food, as compared to cereals. If you compare the cereals, so roots of cereals is small, so that microorganism is present around the roots of the cereals, but it is in the less quantity. So that in case of, so that the biennials, due to their long growth period, exert more prolonged stimulation on rhizospheric effect than the annual crops. Next factor, that is age of the plant. The age of the plant is one of the most important factors that decide the effect of rhizospheric microflora. the rhizospheric microflora increase in their number with the age of the plant and reaching at the peak during the flowering, which is the most active period of the plant growth and metabolism. That means what? As we, if you consider the seedling stage, at the seedling stage, around the root zone of the seedling stage of the any plant, less microorganism is associated. But as the age of the plant is increases, so the size and number of the roots is also increases. So if the size and number of the roots is increases, then automatically more and more substance is secreted by the different that roots, and due to that substance secreted by the roots, more and more microorganism attracted towards the roots, and their population of such a microorganism is also increases. So age of the plant is very important. If you take the soil sample from the root zone of seedling crop, so it having lesser microorganism, and if you take the soil sample from the flowering plant, so at the flowering plant, that means at complete maturity plant, if you take the soil sample from such a matured plant at flowering stage, so more microorganism is pronounced or increases. So that rhizospheric effect is more pronounced at maturity stage or at the flowering stage than the seedling stage. So the age of the plant or the age of the plant is very important. Then last one is root exudates or excretion. So it is one of the most important factor that is responsible for the rhizospheric effect. So what happens? It depends, or the rhizospheric effect is depends on the availability of great variety of organic substance at the root region by the way of root exudates or excretion. That means depending on how much amount of beneficial substances is secreted by the roots, so it will be varies with the different plant species. So due to that, what happens? Some plants secretes more amount of enzymes, acids, or other beneficiary substances, and some roots exhibits the less amount of beneficiary substances. So depending on the plant species, what happens, or depending on the availability of substances or the product near the root zone, the intensity of microorganism is increase or decrease. So the qualitative and qualitative differences in the microflora of rhizosphere from that of the general soil are mainly due to the influence of root exudates. The spectrum of chemical composition root exudates varies widely, and hence their influence on the microflora is also varied widely. So that means what? As we told earlier, that is the different roots having the different secretion ability. That means some roots exhibit the more amount of beneficial substances, some root exhibit the less amount of beneficiary substances. For example, we already discussed about that legume secrete the more amount of beneficiary substances, and cereal crop exhibit the less amount of beneficiary substances. So obviously near the root zone of leguminous crop, due to more amount of substances, most of the bacteria they are attracted towards, and their population is increases. So depending on the root exudates or root excretion, the intensity of or the population of microorganism is increases or decreases. So this is all about the factors affecting the rhizospheric effect, or factor that affect the rhizosphere. Next one is phyllosphere. Phyllosphere means what? These are the leaf surface is termed as a phyllosphere, that is the microorganism which is associated with leaf surface, and this is called as a phyllosphere. Phyllo means leaf and sphere means around the leaf. Those microorganism which is associated with the leaf is called as a phyllosphere. Here the picture will be indicated. One pot is there, and The some of the microorganism is present on the leaf. So this is called as an phyllosphere. Next one, the phyllosphere in microflora, in that some terms is very important. In that first term is called as an the coleosphere. So coleosphere means what? The stem surface. The microorganism is associated with stem. It's called as an coleosphere. Then phylloplane on the leaves. It is also called as an on the leaves. Microorganism is associated with the leaves. Then anthosphere, flowers. That is microorganism associated with flowers. And carposphere, fruits. Carposphere with means fruits. So this is about the some terms regarding the phyllosphere in microflora. So as we know that microflora means what? Micro means microorganism and flora means what? Regarding or in the soil. The microorganism, the population of microorganism in the soil is called as a microflora. So if any difficulty regarding that topic, so you can ask me. Thank you.